Hey, how you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Well, I'm okay. My wife is the injured one. This just transpired last night, but she had one of those retractable cords on an iron. When she went to go use it, the cord actually retracted so quickly it whipped up and hit her eye, and now she has to go to the doctor for the next 30 days every single day.
So what is the injury that she's been diagnosed with?
I didn't get all the details, but damaged retina, cut out a piece of her cornea. It's pretty severe.
So listen, here's the first thing. What you're talking about is a product liability case, and it would be either a failure to warn or a faulty manufacturer, that sort of thing. And there are some pretty heavy restrictions in Michigan on filing suit for those things, but it sounds like your wife's injury is pretty severe. So here's a couple of things that we'd like you to do. We want you to keep the iron and keep it, and don't use it anymore. Just keep it. Get another one. Don't get a retractable cord one, but get another one so that you've got an iron to use if you need it. But put this one aside, then come in and see us, and we'll sit down and talk with you. Now, I don't really need to see your wife until she's secure in her medical situation, because the most important thing, and Justin and I both agree on this wholeheartedly, is get the medical care first. Get that stabilized first. Don't bother with litigation. Don't bother with the lawsuits. If it turns out that there is no lawsuit, but your wife has a fully recovered eye, that's what Justin and I want, okay? So there's a 3-year statute of limitations in Michigan, but you don't want to wait that long. You want to make sure and get to good medical care, and if that means go to somebody other than your optometrist, then you need to go to somebody other than your optometrist. Is she going to see a ophthalmologist right now?
I do not know. I mean, she's very up on, she works in the HIT, the information technology side. She's very aware of how the health industry works, so I'm not concerned about that. Her getting good care. We've got good insurance, so I'm not concerned about that either. It's just the additional costs that may be incurred in the length of time that she's going to have to deal with this now. And it just seems, we've never done anything like this, sued anybody for anything, but this just seemed like one of those cases where I should at least look into it.
Well, you're not at the point yet where you're saying, or you're going to be able to say, or we can say that you've got a lawsuit to file, you know?
Right.
What you're doing is the right thing. You're checking it out. You're looking at what are the options. You're being proactive, and you're doing your due diligence to find out what is there. You know, you can't really pursue anything unless you know what's there. And even in the good book, it says, in all things, get first an understanding. And so that's what you're doing, and that's really a good thing. You guys can decide not to pull the trigger later on, or you can decide to pull the trigger. But what we'll have an opportunity to do is to work with you to document what's going on, to advise you on what is necessary in terms of proof, to submit the claim for the iron, and to find out if it's had other litigation before you. A lot of times you're going to find that these things have injured people in the past, and so we can get a wealth of information. You've gotten to us so that we can tell you to hold on to the iron and not do anything with it. You've just done about everything as right as rain. So my hat's off to you, Kurt.
Wow, that's something new to me, because I don't hear that very often.
You don't? I bet you're married to my wife's sister, aren't you?
Probably.
Yeah. All right, you have a good day.